Sometimes, like a Hayao Miyazaki film, Nintendo games are intentionally made to be dull and boring. You really think Nintendo doesn't realize how miserably slow Animal Crossing New Horizons is? Can somebody tell me why Orville and Wilbert gotta take me round back for a private screening every single time I try to visit a friend's island? You really think I got anything new hidden up there? Dodo Airlines is really looking to go extinct with this level of service because, buddy, I got Beardo on my island and he's very impressionable and I am very manipulative. When people started dumping on this game as the one and only launch title, my eyes started to slowly Joy-Con drift into the back of my skull. Why are people hating on this game when the last title, a port of a Wii U video game from 2014, went on to become the #1 best-selling video game on the Nintendo Switch, which was released in 2017? I'm convinced that Mario Kart has become the equivalent of reheated comfort food that's sort of mid. I remember playing 2008's Mario Kart Wii in a group where we all grew up loving Mario Kart 64 back in the day. The magic, though, just was not there, and we were not having it. Oh, I know. Where is my gamer soul? Apparently, it's right alongside all of you, not hyped for the Switch 2 and this great video game, even though you love the original Switch and apparently love Mario Kart 8. Mario Kart World is greatly accessible and it's extremely good racing, you freaks. I said before that it was the open world portion that was boring and that it's boring by design. I remember in 1997 driving around Mario Kart 64 in multiplayer with a friend, not racing, but instead stopping to explore the scenery. I remember taking that detour in Royal Raceway to admire Peach's castle, astonished that an area from Mario 64 was rebuilt in this game. I remember thinking how cool it would be to race around other parts of the Mario world. I then remembered 1996's Pilotwings 64 and how cool it was to explore the colorful open world. This stuff is all basically built for kids, if they're even into that kind of stuff these days, and they have endless Minecraft, so who even knows. In that aspect, though, Mario Kart World is pretty cool, which again, you can completely ignore. Remember, internet, how stupidly hyped you were for 2005's Mario Kart DS and 2011's Mario Kart 7? Those games were pretty mid, unless they were your first Mario Kart games, I suppose. I remember how excited everyone was for those, or at least how excited they pretended to be. They just sort of came and went, though, as far as I'm concerned. But Mario Kart World here is much better than all of them. Playing alone is kind of an average to good experience, about as thrilling as solo Mario Kart can get. I know there's a few people that are strangely into it, but really, it's still just kind of Mario Kart. However, with the grinding and wall riding, there is a ton of potential for finding shortcuts rather than just one ramp in a little hole in a cliff. And the amount of experimenting that you can do to play stylishly is just leaps and bounds above everything else that I've seen in the franchise. I can really see the potential in practice races for working out how to best play through these levels. Although there's less traditional courses as compared to Mario Kart 8, it feels like there is a lot more depth than what is in there. In multiplayer, there is a ton of frantic excitement to be had. With others, it's nonstop chaos. And I was actually having fun playing randos on the internet. Is Mario Kart World a gamer's game? Moderately, strangely, sort of. If you like both chaos and racing games a lot in equal measure, sure. It's a good game to keep on the system. If there was a Mario proper or new Zelda title launching with the system, people would have been a lot more hyped for this game. It's kind of strange. because it's not a standard launch game that people are used to. And really, it feels like the second or third game that you would be buying rather than the de facto reason to buy a new system. And I say this knowing that a lot of people bought Wii's specifically for Mario Kart Wii. Interesting. The game feels a little disappointing, though, from that lens. I get it. What I'm trying to say, though, is that people aren't evaluating this game in isolation as they properly should. They're evaluating it through the lens of a console launch. In that regard, sure, it's disappointing. As I played, I was still a lot more excited to get back to my current main gaming adventure, the 100 Line Last Defense Academy. Go check it out. It's pretty cool. Let's keep this from being another 30-minute video and just knock out the questions you really care about. 1. Look at the screen. What do I look like? 1. Is Mario Kart World better than Doom the Dark Ages? Yes, definitely. 2. Look at myself in the other screen. Lower the V, lower the 2. Is Mutahar a goof and basically LARPing as video gaming's Detective Pikachu? Yes. 3. Quick glance. Does Dreamcast Guy make me laugh after shit-talking a game for 20 minutes and then admitting that he took the game out on a coffee date and beat it 3 times? Yes. It's a great Mario Kart game. That's really all you need to know. It sure as heck is not Garfield Kart 2, All You Can Drift, developed by Eden Games, published by Microids, releasing September 10th for all systems that matter. Don't forget it. Don't ever forget it. Never forget. Like the video, subscribe, let me know what you think of the Switch 2 and why you're actually just excited to play Bravely Default Flying Fairy HD Remaster in the comments. Support the channel. Insert rambling here. I'll see you next time.